Hey, you guys, Jim Savoldi, Sunday afternoon, 12:26 my time, June 6th. Hey, wanted to jump on real quick just to kind of squelch some of the nonsense that's going on out there. These are paid propaganda specialists. Um, there's one other person that is spreading some rumors. I don't know. I think it's a guy. Um, but anyway, it's just such nonsense that I'm not even going to address a lot of the lower level stuff. I am going to go over some of the other stuff in a video later on. But let me show you guys what I was trying to talk about yesterday in my interview with Trey before he had the attack that he clearly had. All the tech savvy people that are in the ape nation and that are on my side pointed it out to you guys exactly what happened. Trey's computer was hit. And you guys saw the quality of the interview. Actually, the experience that Trey and I were having was 100 times worse than what that posted video on YouTube looks like. Because I mean, you knew that huge delay that was going on. I couldn't understand what he was saying. He was dropping completely off. There was a huge delay back and forth. He couldn't see things on his screen. I couldn't see stuff. So I mean, it looks like it looks relatively normal. Other than the frozen video and Trey's laptop screen going black at the end there. But the experience Trey and I were having, it was, like I said, way worse than that. So, probably trying to make us look like, tinfoil hat buffoons. Anyway, let me tell you guys a little bit more about one of the things I wanted to talk about. I talked about it briefly, and then the call, that's when they really hit us hard. And now you'll know why. So check this out. And I'm going to get into this in much more detail later on in the weekend update. But just for the time being, I'll float this out there. So, this is the person that in my opinion, is the, up there as far as maybe the foremost expert or, top of the list, right? So it's Eric Scott Hunsader. It's a person I used to talk to, now and then. And prior to him receiving the $750,000 whistleblower award levied against the New York Stock Exchange. Okay. He was interviewed by Michael Lewis for Michael Lewis's book Flash Boys, which was critical of high frequency trading and rigged market. Okay, guys. So you'll also notice that my Anemoy predictive technology, my Anemoy terminal, was built on Brad's IEX platform. Does this sound like a Wall Street shill, a guy that's out to do bad things to Trey? By the way, when I offered to pay for Trey's laptop, that was because this wouldn't have happened to Trey if he hadn't associated himself with me and offered to do an interview with me. So I was just going to send Trey, and I still will, cash so he can buy a new laptop. I never said I was going to send Trey a laptop. So that's also nonsense, and it's propaganda. Jim's trying to infiltrate Ray and Matt with laptops. And come on, you guys. Look at who I'm aligned with. Look at who I'm aligned with. Look at these names, okay? All of them are fair market, free market, level the playing field for the little guy proponents. That's it, okay? Here's another book, In Bed with Wall Street, The Conspiracy Crippling Our Global Economy. Well, look at the book review. If you think Flash Boys was explosive, In Bed with Wall Street is downright nuclear. Here's our guy again. Okay, you guys? No one is better at what he does than Hunsader. He's gone quiet for years here now on Twitter. Go to YouTube, watch some of these videos, look at his technology. This guy is brilliant. He can look at this technology, you guys. This is at a granular level that I can't even comprehend. Look into the people I'm aligned with, you guys, and we can dispel this other nonsense once and for all. Let's just crush it so that I can move on and do some productive things in my life and maybe help out some other people. I think the consensus is for me to stop the intraday timestamps. That was my plan anyway. I think I've exposed what I wanted to expose last Friday. I think all of this worked perfectly. So I'm going to spend tons of time behind the paywall. I'm about to jump on a call with my developer who just completely built from scratch in record time a brand new membership site for BAM. So we'll switch over to that hopefully later tonight if I give them the go ahead based on our conversation over the next hour. I'm going to play around with a little bit, just make sure that it's user friendly for me to try to move content into the back end. And all the messaging tools from Twilio, the international and domestic messaging tool, all of this is fixed with this code push that we're going to do tonight. So thanks for hanging with me. The people who did, there were some people who asked for their money back, and we gladly do that, and as fast as we can. This is a lot more activity than I've had in the past, and so I've had to get some outside help and everything else. And then obviously I've been attacked by whoever it is attacking us here in the office, the websites, everything. So, the one good thing is that you guys got to see this with your own eyes in real time yesterday. You saw it happen to Trey. And as bad as that is, and as bad as I feel about it, at least it's out in the open. Everything's in the open now, you guys. Take a look at who I'm aligned with. Take a look at what I've said I was going to do all along. Take a look at what I have done. Take a look at the models, predictions over the past 3 weeks. Take a look at the fact that I publicly bought the stock in real time at $9.19 in early May. The stock went up to $72 and change, right? I still hold it. There's nothing about my background that I'm embarrassed about. And there's nothing that any of these knuckleheads can say that's true that bothers me. There's already tons of lies about me, including, I didn't go to Auburn. I mean, big deal. I did go to Auburn, but I don't know why that's necessarily they decide to try to, spread that lie. But anyway, you guys hang in there, and you'll learn a lot more from the video I'm going to do this afternoon. But everybody, I'd appreciate it if you push back on this nonsense. And it's mostly from the people who have just come in the past 4 days. When we were sitting at 40 to 50,000 followers on Twitter, we had a pretty tight knit group, and everyone was trusting and everyone knew who I was, my background. We were comfortable. We were working well together. You guys were benefiting from what I've heard greatly from the models, predictions, especially its predicted zones of weakness, which I've got probably 50 different notes to my DM telling me that people's stories that they would have been spooked out of their position, they would have been shaken out on a sharp decline if they hadn't known ahead of time that the BAM model was predicting that. And they were able to ride through it and then move right back up to new all-time highs. So you guys, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for the support. And the good guys are going to win, so don't worry about that.